I thought I'd make an episode about the Q loader, and especially one of the issues that unfortunately the Q loader comes with. The problem is quite simple. There is a design error in the custom mounting socket. This is the custom mounting socket. What's the problem? Well, basically the Q loader, when it's full, there's a Q loader Q pod that fits into the custom mounting socket. And every time you move around, it moves a little bit like this. So basically there's lateral movement all the time on the end of the custom mounting socket. What actually happens is the custom mounting socket, which in the center is connected by this metal pin with a flange on it, to the backside of the custom mounting socket, secured by this bolt here. That is all that connects it to whatever you use to connect it to your marker. So for example, where my pencil is right now, that will be the connection to the marker, and the custom mounting socket is all the time moving like this. Of course it's a lot tighter than I'm showing now, but just for all intents and purposes, that's what happens. That means that all of the force that is on the back of the custom mounted socket is transferred through this round flange onto the plastic here of the custom mounting socket. That means you have a pretty small diameter of metal which is connected to a piece of plastic which is, well, maybe a millimeter thick. Now that wouldn't be a problem if the material on the back of the custom mounting socket was thick enough. Fortunately, the people from Q loader decided that it would be strong enough by just putting some of these reinforcing lines on it, which, well, these ribs are maybe another 1.5 millimeters to 2 millimeters thick. Definitely does not help if the force is put on the plastic in between those ribs and the hole in the middle. So I thought that I needed to come up with a solution that at least managed me to use these custom mounting sockets a lot longer. Usually it's about half a year, and then these cracks start to become so large that there is little material connecting it to the rest of your marker, and you just have to replace it, or otherwise it will just fall off in the middle of the game. So I had a look at this design and decided that the main issue is the circle of metal connecting to the custom mounting socket. If I could somehow increase the diameter of that ring, it would probably mean a lot smaller chance of these cracks developing, and even if they started, that the force would be spread more and might actually take longer before the whole custom mounting socket back would break and fail. So I had a look at what kind of material I could use for that, and basically I needed something that would be thin, that would be really stiff, and that would be easy to machine to a shape that would fit the back of a custom mounting socket. So I took a couple of hard drives apart and I realized that there are these discs inside. If you have one of these discs, which normally of course comes without these slits, they're not really thick, they're really easy to machine, and because I think it is better than just ordinary aluminum, I think it's some kind of aluminum alloy, they actually are pretty stiff and they hold their shape quite well. As you can see in the normal hard drive there are these 6 holes, which lines up nicely with the 6 ribs that are in the back of the custom mounting socket. If you cut slots in the side of these discs and you have the back of the custom mounting socket, You just have to make sure that these line up nicely with the ribs. Then you can put the center back in there and screw the back on. And the end result looks like this. So, for anybody who wants to have a cheap but workable solution for the bad material quality and design failure of the custom mounting socket, if you just want to extend the life of the custom mounting socket a little bit longer, I think this is maybe some tip for you.